Ahead of his key meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping, US President Joe Biden has shared that, quote-unquote, the idea of a successful meeting is getting back on a normal course of correspondence and being able to pick up the phone and talk to one another whenever a crisis arises. The Biden-Xi bilateral will be the marquee moment of the forum, which is dedicated to promoting trade, investment and economic development. I'm talking about the APEC here. Talks are expected to center around Taiwan, trade and security between the two leaders. Sanjeev Srivastava with us on the broadcast. Mr. Srivastava, very good morning to you. Significant developments taking place after almost 6 years. There's going to be an in-person meeting between the President of the United States of America and the President of China. What exactly do you expect will unfold, and why exactly has Xi Jinping chosen this moment today to actually make this in-person visit and perhaps an appeal to Biden?
Well, Devika, good morning to you. And this meeting is happening after a gap of 6 years, and this is a significant meeting. And from the America side, President Biden himself has made it clear that the real goal of this meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping is to establish a very a clear and smooth channel of communication, that is strategic communication between the two sides. And because United States of America and China, they are major powers, and they must have a strategic communication with each other so that any misperceptions are avoided. And it is very important, Devika, in these uncertain and challenging times, when there's so much of a strategic uncertainty, there's so much of economic uncertainty. The Russia-Ukraine war is going on, Israel-Hamas war is going on. Another war could break out in the Indo-Pacific region. So in such a crisis situation, if major powers are having strategic communication despite having a very tough competition rivalry, that is good. And I think from America's side, the most important goal is to maintain a strategic communication. As President Biden said, that it will be of that sort that one should be able to pick up phone and speak to the other side in a time of crisis. So military to military strategic communication is the main goal of this visit. But yes, with regard to trade, Taiwan, security related issues, economic issues will certainly come up under discussion. And this meeting is happening on the sidelines of the APEC summit. So obviously, both the leaders, when they will discuss, they will certainly discuss economic issues too. And they interact on the economy front in a big way. So these are two major powers and rivals, competitors. So they must have continuous communication with each other, as I said, so that to avoid any kind of a misperception between them. But so I think this meeting is very significant, not only for the these two countries, United States of America and China, but also for the entire Indo-Pacific region in the world. And I think I hope that after this meeting, a clear communication path lines will emerge, and that will help certainly in any times of crisis.
Absolutely. But at the same time, Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava, this meeting that will happen, and there will be, of course, a lot of visuals that may pour in, there will be a lot of optics around it. What message is then being sent by this in-person meeting?
Message will be, in my assessment, constructive. And as I said, that communication part is the most important part. But also, since both the nations, United States of America and China, in the recent time are having huge differences over the spy balloon incident, over the trade restrictions by the United States of America to China. As you know, Devika, that United States of America is not providing China the advanced semiconductor chip, and many other restrictions are being put up. So I think, and Chinese economy is not doing very well at this point of time. So I'm sure that when the two leaders interact with each other, they will have a lot to discuss. And strategic issues, Taiwan-related issues, Indo-Pacific-related issues, the issues related to South China Sea, as well as the various issues with regard to technology, cooperation and partnership, which earlier US and China they were having. So I think there are a lot of issues to be discussed about, and certainly the other issues like Russia-Ukraine war, Israel-Hamas war will come certainly under discussion when both the leaders will meet. So I think this meeting is a very important meeting, and a constructive, messaging will certainly be done with regard to communication part, and it will, certainly ensure that the two sides, should avoid any kind of a misperception, despite having a very intense competition and rivalry between them. And that is what precisely the most important goal in my assessment would be, that the both sides will try their best to maintain a smooth and strategic communication with each other.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.